January 21st, day 2 of Trump being president. Fucking epic. Maybe some of you guys just went, I'm out. Swipe right. I don't like it. I don't like Trump, but why don't you like Trump? That's the question you should ask. Why? Not because social media says you shouldn't, or you're listening to the narrative provided by other people. Do your own research. Why don't you? Why do you like the other side? Why do you like something? See, most people aren't willing to question their beliefs. They just go along with it. And they don't even know where their beliefs came from. A lot of you guys don't know where your beliefs are from. You've gotten them from your parents. My dad passed away 14 years ago, but I love my parents. I love my parents so much, but they were wrong about just about everything. That's okay. They didn't have entrepreneurship in their blood. They didn't want to, and that's okay. They had a lot of excuses. They had a lot of validations. They had a lot of, they do, but we don't because we're better. We're not willing to put ourselves in that position to get to where they are because you have to be crooked to get to where they are. And all of that is incorrect. It's too hard. It's too far. The neighborhood, the life, the job, like all of it were excuses, but yet at the same time, they wanted a different life. And all because they weren't willing to question their beliefs. And a lot of you guys are like that. You aren't willing to question your beliefs because you'd rather defend a position to not be wrong than learn that you were wrong and upgrade your position. I think that's why a lot of people stay broke. A lot of people stay in terrible relationships. I'm not saying leave a relationship, don't. You get married, fix your shit. Like my wife and I are married going on 20 years, and we don't throw things away. That's how we are. We fix it no matter what. I made a post yesterday about people ask me, and there's a lot of questions, and that's kind of what this is about before I go off on a tangent. Let me explain. I get asked a lot of questions, a lot of the same questions on repeat by you guys, and I like that. Well, most of the time you guys don't like the answer. It doesn't change the fact that it's right. Most people don't like the answer until they're at a place of absolute desperation, and then they don't care what the answer is, they're willing to do it. So you guys ask me about my workouts incessantly, all the time. And I post my workouts almost every day somewhere on some social platform. And I started posting my full workouts. Like not just, I'm gonna move this here. It's easier to hold, the steering wheel's bouncing around because this car, it's a big twin turbo V8 in this Panamera Turbo S. It's surprising. This car's a sleeper. This is a fun car. It's not brand new or anything, but this is one of my favorite cars to drive. I love this car. It's just a smooth, sleek, sexy fucking beast. And my wife always says, we should just get a new one. But I don't want to get a new one. I like this one. So we go back and forth on that a lot. So I just buy her new cars instead. But people, you want to see my workouts. You want to see my nutrition. I'll go over all that today. You want to see my workouts, my nutrition. I get asked, how did you get so lean? How did you get so muscular? You're 51 going on 52. How did you come back after cancer with only one lung? That's amazing, yet nothing I do is amazing. What I do is normal. I'm just willing to endure it longer than you. And how did you create such financial success from nothing? How is your marriage so incredible? How are your kids great? How are you doing the life that you're doing when I have the same amount of time and I feel like I'm in the same position? And that's a lot of the times the question. It's always the same thing, same three things: health, wealth, and relationships. I get the same questions about the same three things. So I'm gonna answer them all for you. And number one is those are all deficiency needs. Health, wealth, and relationships are all deficiency needs. And let me explain what that means. When you have them, you never think about them. When your wife's around, and you can't read her mind no matter how well you think you can, you just know she's around. But if she checks out, hands you divorce papers, says she wants to sit down and talk and it's nothing good, all of a sudden, all you think about and all you obsess on is your wife. When you get that notice from your doctor who says, listen, you're on your way out. You are unbelievably unhealthy. And you know you're 80 pounds overweight. Your joints hurt. You're already on 5, 6, 7, 10 medications. And you're 45, and your doctor says, yeah, you're struggling. Like if you don't change this, your diet, your fitness, you're sleeping, what you take, if you, like, you're going into kidney failure, you know, you're having myocardial issues, you're having, you know, cardiovascular issues, you're having digestive issues, all of a sudden you pay very close attention. It becomes an obsession to look at your health. When you're about to lose your house because you disrespected money, and that's what I'll say, you didn't pay attention to the money, and you let it get away from you, and you're about to lose your house or your car, or you just got fired, or you lost your business or anything like that, all you do is think about the money and how to get it. That's the problem. See, I am where I am because I take my life seriously. And if this is a deterrent for you right there, well, that's, again, the problem. You seek to be entertained and not to evolve. And the people that come in and go, well, I liked you better when you were like this fun, joking around, you know, you come out with these mobility videos, and I tell you, you helped me so much, and I send all your stuff to my friends. Send this to your friends. People don't like evolution because it reminds them that they're not. I come on here and I tell you guys exactly what to do, and I'm pretty sure that at least 90% of you guys aren't doing it. If you did every single thing that I do, or anybody that has a life that you want, I did a coach call the other day and I said, you find someone whose life that you would love to trade places with, that you want everything that they have. And I said, you model everything. And most of the people on the call pointed at me, and I was actually shocked. It's not meant to tell you anything other than I was blown away, and I was very humbled by that. But that means I'm doing it right. But I take my life seriously. Like, life is serious to me. Why wouldn't it be? Life is something you get to do. It's not something you've got to do. Like, life is serious. My businesses are serious. But life is serious. Like, tomorrow, I take it seriously. My workout, I take it seriously. Taking something seriously and absolutely loving it are not the same, and they don't have to go hand in hand. I didn't want to work out again today. It was 20 degrees outside. Regardless whether you think that's cold or not, it still sucks. And, you know, it was a workout, like my two joints, like my elbow on my right arm and my knee on my left leg, they hurt. You know, I'm sore as hell from yesterday's workout, all those cleans. I don't know if you saw what I did, but I did a ton of cleans. Hang cleans, power cleans, you know, triples. They were just ugly, plus pull-ups. I did this pull-up variation today. I was surprised how difficult it was. I kind of got into watching bits of American Ninja Warrior, and I saw this 56-year-old dude. This black guy's a badass. He's a gymnastics coach, and he just smashed it. Like, I wouldn't have cared if he just made it past the first obstacle, and that's it. The guy was on the show. He's 56. I was so proud of this guy. But I started watching it going, dude, I think I could probably get to a point where I could compete in that. And what people would think, and if you guys are like most, you're like, oh yeah, listen to bro, thinking he could go hang with those guys that are on that show. Good luck, brother. I don't care what you think. I take my life seriously. I take my life seriously. You guys need to do that for yourself, but you should take it seriously. Like, I take my health and my fitness very seriously. More so than most because I lost it. And I think that's, so many of you guys, you've never had a scare. What, the worst thing is your doctor told you to take a baby aspirin every day? Stop it. Stop taking that shit. The lining of your gut is about as thin as a Kleenex, and it's hard on your kidneys and your liver and your gut. What are you doing? You don't need a baby aspirin every day. That's the biggest lie I've ever seen. You want thinner blood? Take an omega-3. Take 2,000 milligrams of omega-3 every day, you're fine. It'll thin your blood just the same, and it'll increase membrane permeability, which fixes a lot of your problems. God, you know what'll fix a lot of your damn problems? Is discipline. Discipline will fix 90% of the problems you have right now. Discipline in the right direction. Not discipline for your excuses or to watch your show or to max out your credit cards for a bunch of stupid things that's got 900 calories in it. None of that. Discipline in the right direction to do all the hard shit that you know you're not doing that you should be doing to get the life that you want. That discipline. Yeah, you guys don't take life seriously enough. So I'll go over everything today. I'm going to go over the money, like the wealth, how to do it. I'll go over the fitness, how to do it. I'll go over the relationship, how to do it. And you decide what you do with it. But if you listen to everything I tell you to do, it's going to change your fucking life in the right direction. But you got to do it. So fitness, I'll help you. Just do a little bit every day. Stop listening to people that tell you to take breaks. Stop listening to people that tell you to take days off, that you need a recovery day. No, you don't. Take it from the people that do things every day, move every day. Start with something small, just move a little every day. I have people that call me 100 pounds overweight. If you guys really want me to start consulting for fitness and helping you guys from a doctor's perspective and getting you healthy, then you need to tell me. Get in the comments and tell me. Send me a message on Instagram. Don't give me some email that's lost in my spam. Send me a message on Instagram and I'll help you. But don't be pissed off when I tell you what to do and I expect you to do it and it has a fee attached to it. It's not free. So if you think it's going to be free, don't even call me. Because if I give you something for free, I'm going to tell you right now, you're not going to do it. Because I give all my shit away for free. Like, not all. 99% of my stuff I give away for free, and most of you guys don't do it. So here's what you need in your house. If you are 30 years old and older, this is what you need. You need omega-3s, you need vitamin C, you need quercetin or CoQ10, whichever, they're both the same. You need a B vitamin, a good one, a multivitamin, a good one, D3, a good one, and zinc, a good one. And then you need to get online and you need to order BPC 157. And if right there you went, oh, here we go, why the fuck wouldn't you have something that heals an BPC 157, TB 500, thymosin beta 4, either or, they're not the same, but they're very close. Thymosin beta 4, and that's it. And some intestinal fortitude to actually go do shit. So let me go over why you want to have those two peptides in your house. I would order a lot. Number one is they're probably going to get pulled off the market at some point. Although who knows with RFK now, because he's big on peptides. But you want to have those because if you get injured, they trump just about any doctor's opinion and treatment out there. And if you need to know how to do it, I'll make it real quick. BPC 157, it comes in a 5 milligram vial, put 3 milliliters of water in it, bacteriostatic water, draw it out to about the 1 tick mark on maybe 1.5 on the syringe using a 29 gauge insulin needle. It's about this much. Take that in the site of injury, pinch the fat. So squeeze the skin, inject into the fold. Where it hurts, where the injury is, do not stick it in your belly. That's BPC 157. It should take you about 14 days to empty that vial, a 5 milligram vial. And take TB 500 or thymosin beta 4. It comes in 5 milligram doses. Put 1 milliliter of water in it, bacteriostatic water, don't pull it from your tap, and pinch a fold in your belly. Take half of it, inject there, 24 hours, inject the other half. Wait 5 days, do it again. It's a much more robust peptide than BPC 157 for healing injuries. No, it doesn't make you incredibly muscular. Everybody's like, well, yeah, but that also has a slightly anabolic effect. No, it doesn't. Nothing of note, nothing of merit. It also heals cardiac damage, so heart damage, lung damage, tissue damage, brain damage. Why would you not have this stuff? And it's not riddled with all the bullshit effects that medications have. There's a ton of peptides. Now there's ipamorelin, all these growth hormone-based peptides, and this isn't a peptide-based vlog, but I don't take them. I've been through cancer 4 times. They affect all cells. I can't because I choose not to, because I don't want to accelerate growth in cells that should not be growing just to make my immune system work harder. Remember, immune system recognizes self and other. That's it. And it attacks other and it protects self. So it struggles to differentiate between self and other when it's a cancer cell, because it's your own cells that have lost the negative feedback to turn themselves off and stop, like halt growth. So it struggles with that. That's why things like ivermectin work really well, which I've talked about before in my cancer. Keep those in your house at all times. I would order 10 vials of each and keep them somewhere. Anytime you need to reconstitute them, 29 gauge insulin needles, you can get them on Amazon in a box. I'd buy a box, a couple of hundred, keep them in the house. They're good for all kinds of stuff. If you're a jiu-jitsu guy or a wrestler and you get a cauliflower ear, just drain it right there on the spot with one of those. I've done it hundreds of times. Super easy. That way you don't get that ear. You're like a sniper. Nobody knows you could kick their ass. So anyway, the point is you want to have these in the house. When you mix them together, don't shake them around like a soda can that you're going to play a trick on somebody with. Like, just nice, gentle, swirl the glass until it's all mixed. Put some air into the vial and then draw it out, stick it in, use alcohol, swab the area. Anyway, that's what you do to heal. It's also what you do if you get sick, viral or bacterial. Now, as far as training goes, since people ask all the time, you want to lose weight? Stop eating like an asshole. That's it. I eat, people look at how much I eat and they go, no way. Yeah, but I move all the time and I don't eat like an asshole. I don't eat anything from a package, nothing. Outside of donuts on a Sunday And before somebody goes, oh, that would, I'm a carb addict, that'll put me in a tailspin. You're a validation addict and a victimhood addict, and you have no willpower. If you want to lose weight, eat less. If you want to lose weight, eat less, move more, problem solved. Calories in, calories out. You have to burn more than you are consuming. It's not your menopause or your thyroid or your hormone condition or your psychology or your depression or your anxiety or your genetics or any of that. It is your mindset. The blueprint is as good as your mindset behind it for anything. And that goes back to what I said at the beginning. You're not taking your life serious enough. Most people don't take their life seriously. They take it seriously when they start to lose things. They take it seriously when they're hit with something that cripples them. And then all of a sudden it becomes their only thought until they get out of the hole. And then they go right back to the bad habits they had. That's why I don't believe in 90-day workout programs. I think they're bullshit. I won't train anybody for a 90-day program. I used to do those all the time. And I said, fuck all of you guys. You guys aren't doing it. You basically take the 90-day program, whether it's coaching, you want to join my business program and join my mastermind, I will teach you how to be extremely stupid fucking rich. But you got to do everything I tell you to do. No, it doesn't happen in a month. But it's not going to happen in 90 days either. So I don't do 90-day programs because either you commit for life or you don't commit at all. That's an easy way to polarize the people that I have in my group. But I am stupid rich. My wife is stupid rich because we built, and we did it in 3.5 years. So if you want me to teach you how to do it, then just send me a message and you can join my mastermind. But you have to take your life serious. So you can wait until you're down to your last $500 in the bank, and then you can scramble and try and find funding to join my mastermind. Or you can just join your mastermind in your comfortable little life where you still have 20, 30, 40, 50, 100 grand in the bank, and you can comfortably invest, and you can learn everything to turn that into millions of dollars and get the mindset around it and have a bunch of free time afterwards because you did it right. That's on you. I know what I do works because I'm living, breathing proof. And I'm doing it all with one fucking cylinder, one lung, rolled out, broke, weak, no self-worth, no self-confidence. I was old when I started. I was 48 when I started. I'm 51. Nobody cares why you're upset. Nobody cares. Anytime I hear somebody blame something that happened to them in the past about why they're not successful today, I want to eliminate them from my space. I can't hang around with you because you're just a victim. Like I had somebody that was part of my program for a year and they didn't sign up again because they blamed their spouse, but they also blamed your mindset. Bitch move. That's all I got to say. And if that's you, that's you. But you're busy looking behind you, running into obstacles in front of you and pissed off that they're there. You're not looking where you're going and you don't take your life serious. You take your excuses serious. So if you want to lose weight, here's how you do it. Find out how much you need to survive. Yeah, it's going to be uncomfortable. You might be a little hungry. So what? Go for a walk every day, 1 mile, 17-minute pace. Every day, never miss. And move a little every day. Start with pull-ups, push-ups, squats, and bicycles. If you go, I can't do a pull-up, then do a pull-down with a band. Do an assisted pull-up. I do 100 of each every morning. 100 pull-ups, 100 squats, 100 push-ups, and 100 bicycles. Start with 5. You guys are comparing yourself to the top going, I have to do what they're doing. But that's like looking at the guy that climbed Mount Everest and going, I have to do everything he did on that climb. No, you have to do everything he or she did for years before the climb to prepare for that climb. Because looking at where somebody is and trying to copy what they're doing right now isn't going to help you. It's just going to make you frustrated. Look at what they did to get there. That's why I'm telling you what to do. Start with 5 push-ups, 5 squats, 5 pull-ups or a variation of ring rows, whatever, and 10 bicycles and a 1 mile walk. And stop eating like an asshole. It's not complicated. Don't skip meals. Go ahead and drink coffee when it's black. Your coffee should be blacker than a witch's crotch. Stop sitting there with your heavy cream and your sugar and your sweetener and your stevia and your monk fruit and all the shit you put in your coffee. Just drink black coffee. It's okay. My dad used to put coffee like in the cup and just swirl it around till it was cowboy coffee is what he called it. He would just leave the last 1/4 inch. It was dirt. So what? But that's how you get fit. Do it every day. I mean every day. You don't miss. You can do it 7 days a week. And if you go, I don't have time, that's an excuse. Make the time. Schedule the time. Get up earlier. Sleep faster. Stay up later. You want to make money? Decide what you want to do. One thing. One. Not 10 things. One thing. Whatever that one thing is, stay at it until you become the best at it, and then go tell everybody else that you're the best at it. And here's how you tell them: by solving their problem, by solving your problem that they have, right? The problem you solved that you became exceptional at, solve it for them. The better you get at solving it, the faster you solve it, and the more efficiently you solve it, the more money you can ask. The more people you see, the more money you make. You can, like Brad says it, the more hands you shake, the more money you make. So get in front of a bunch of people. If you're afraid of talking to people, don't be concerned about getting wealthy. Relationships make people wealthy. Interaction makes people wealthy. If you go, yeah, but I suck at sales, you will also suck at being wealthy. Life is sales. You know who the best salespeople are? 5-year-olds. They're relentless. They're like fucking termites just chewing away at you until you give in to what they're asking for. You want to have a successful business. What are you doing in your business? So ask, who are you solving a problem for? Look in the mirror. Because if you are trying to solve a problem for somebody else that you haven't solved for yourself, or you're trying to, like you're starting some like power mastermind or something for a year, but you have a weak mindset, that you actually behind the scenes don't have the life that you're telling people that you have, nobody's going to believe you, and they will feel it 2 weeks in, and you will get mad that your business doesn't work and nobody wants to buy your stuff. It has nothing to do with your stuff. Nobody wants to buy you. Nobody wants to buy you because you don't buy you. So with your business, what problem are you solving? One problem. Why should people buy from you? What makes you different from everybody else? Can you articulate that? Can you tell somebody, this is why mine's different? And it cannot be, if you go, well, yeah, just because I'm better, you are going to go right down to marketing based on price. And if you are marketing because you do the same thing as somebody else, and the only thing you got is price, that's a race to the bottom. You aren't asking people enough to buy your stuff. Be okay with getting no. Be okay with getting no a lot. People say no to me all the time. I don't care. Every no, I eat it on my way to another yes. And now my one-on-one fee for a 1 day with me is $100,000, and I don't have any trouble getting it. I will spend 10 hours with you and I will change your fucking life, because I will give you the tools and the blueprint to keep it. But you have to be able to have the mindset to commit to it. I can't help anybody if they won't commit. Neither can you. But most of you guys need to commit to yourself. You need to take life seriously. Tomorrow is serious. Your health is serious. Your marriage is serious. Your fitness is serious. Your house is serious. Your car is serious. How you sleep is serious. You guys are taking life as it's an entertaining, you're just supposed to be entertained 24/7, 365, and wondering why you aren't getting to where you want to go because you're busy watching everybody else's lives. Here, ask yourself this question right now. If you had another $1 million in your bank account, would that change your life? And don't come up with some validation about how you're not motivated by money. Would it give you the freedom that you need and crave so desperately right now? I already know the answer is yes. What are you doing to get it? Because you're going to have to look at your day, and we all have the same 24 hours, and you are going to have to exchange things that you're doing now for the things that are required by you to get to where you want to go. So you have to look at the slots you have in your day and go, I'm doing this, so I have to sacrifice this in order to do that. Because you're going to have to give things up. I explain this to people all the time. It's not about finding time. It's about sacrificing something that you're doing that has no valid importance in your life. And you need to plug something in that you don't know how to do, that you wish you didn't have to do, but is required by you to do to get to where you want to go. That's what you need to do. That's your fitness. That's your relationship. When's the last time you sat down and had a conversation with your spouse? So I ask my wife a lot, every day to be exact. How'd I do? Same question I'm going to ask God. If I could only ask him one question, it'd be this, but I'm going to pepper him with questions. But one is, how'd I do, man? Did I make you proud? That's what I ask my wife. How'd I do today, babe? Did I make you proud? Because it matters. If you have someone that just bitches at you for it and just lays out all your mistakes, you need to take a hard look at your life and your relationship and the history, all the things that you've been doing, because that might be a bunch of extra baggage that's been carried for the last decade that you've been causing. The problem is always you, and the solution is always you. Most people just don't want to accept it. So I'll give you some relationship advice. Ask them. But then buckle up for the answer and take it seriously. How'd I do? How'd I do today? What's one thing that I did that you just absolutely found exceptional, that you love, that you want me to do more of? And what is one thing that you'd wish I would do less of? And then pay attention. That's all you have to do, because that increases the quality of your marriage exponentially. Do the same thing about your fitness. What is the win that I had today? So did you do 5 push-ups today? All right, tomorrow do 6. Keep going up. Keep going up. I'm at 100. I'll just add them if I want to. I just don't want to anymore. I add my reps in other things I do fitness-wise. But I always make the wins of today the standard for tomorrow. You know that. That's one of my core values. I think something that all of you guys need to do is develop core values. So if you want to be fit, I'll go in your house, look at everything that comes out of a package. Get a big, giant black garbage bag. Throw it in the fucking garbage. Learn how to cook. Learn how to make real food out of real ingredients. Buy a Cuisinart bread maker if you have to make bread. It takes 4 ingredients: flour, yeast, water, and butter. I had to think about the last one because my wife makes it all the time. That's it. Flour, yeast, water, and butter. Nothing else. And I eat bread every day, and the slab is about this thick, and I eat it at least twice a day. Yes, I eat bread. And I'm running about 7-8% body fat right now. I don't try. I don't manage my macros the way some people are so obsessed about it. But I take my health very seriously. I eat so much. So 1.5 to 2 grams of protein per pound of body weight. There's your nutrition advice. Put some color on your plate. You don't even have to guess. Get your protein the size of your fist. That's it. That's all you have to worry about. So what I do, you want to make it real easy? Take your body weight. If you weigh 100 pounds, you should have 150 grams of protein coming in every day. This isn't supposed to be a fitness vlog, but I'll just help you. 150 grams of protein every day. Carve that up into 5 meals throughout the day. How much protein do you need every single meal? 30 grams, just in case you're wondering. Okay, 30 grams of protein I need for every meal. Take 30 seconds away from all your entertainment on social media and Netflix and Prime and God knows what else you're doing, wishing for a better life, and look at what 30 grams of protein looks like in all the things that you have in your refrigerator. And then put that on your plate first. Finish that first. Don't eat a single fucking thing until you're done that protein. Now, fill up on whatever else you want. I promise you, you won't be super hungry. You will eat whatever's required after that. That's how easy this is. You guys complicate the shit out of nutrition because some Insta guru says they have some secret magic fucking recipe that's gonna make fit. You need to put the right fuel in and go outside and do the work. Go for a 1-mile walk, 16 minute pace, and start with push-ups, pull-ups, squats, and bicycles every day. I promise you, if you do that for 100 days, people won't even recognize you. Keep adding reps every day until you physically can't. That's how you do this. Just do a little bit every day. You guys come out of the gate and go, okay, I'm gonna start doing a 2-hour workout. All you're gonna do is make yourself hate running, get injured, and have pancake-sized blisters on your fucking feet. Don't do that. It's the same reason why if you go out and you look at a business and you go, okay, I wanna have that business, I wanna have the cars, I wanna make the money, I wanna do all this stuff. I'm gonna do exactly what he's doing. Yeah, but I have people on my team that do a lot of the things that I don't have to do anymore. Where did I start? That's the question you should ask. And then you need to be just as committed as I was at the beginning. Just as tenacious, just as obsessed, just as willing to sacrifice everything else that isn't necessary so I can grow my company in order to take care of my family, because it's my obligation, because I promised my wife, because I promised my kids. When I married my wife, I promised to be the best version of myself. The best version of myself is not sitting on the couch eating potato chips, watching a game and yelling at a team that I don't fucking own, but I know all the stats about the players, even how much they make and who their spouses are. I'm a liar if that's what I did. If I'm in this shitty ass house, but I promised my wife this big, beautiful life, if she put all her faith and her trust and her dreams and her goals in me, she put everything she's got in me, and I don't deliver, I'm a liar. I broke my word. I've broken my word plenty of times. I refuse to do it ever again. When I opened my eyes after cancer, after they took out this lung, I refuse to break my word, ever. I won't. That's why I say never miss. I've never missed. Since that day, I've never missed. Look at everything I do. I don't miss. Are you that committed? Are you that serious about your life? For your business, how much do you want to make? Get clear about it. Don't say the word realistically. How much do you want to make? Why should I buy from you? What makes you different? How are you getting in touch with people? Are you running ads? Do you even know who you're going to sell to? Just to give you an idea, it's the person that looks just like you before you solve the one problem. Don't solve problems because somebody else is solving them if you don't know how to do it. A lot of people do. I'm going to be a business coach. You make $30,000 a year. What are you going to coach them to do? It's not a douchey thing to say. It's a fact. What are you going to coach them to do? You don't make any money. That's like a fat trainer or a frumpy dad bod trainer. Let me tell you all about how moms, I'm going to show you how to do that. This is how you conserve your energy. This is how you get your food. This is the workout you need to do. But you got a dad bod. You look like shit. Nobody's going to listen to you. I wouldn't listen to you. My wife sees this guy. Every time I show my wife this guy's posts, she's like, I would never buy training from that guy if I was a mom. I would never buy training from this guy anyway, because he doesn't have the results that I want. Validating your own results to make yourself feel safe and comfortable in the space you're in, despite the fact that you don't like where you are, is not going to give you value. It's going to give you resentment, and it's going to make you delusional. Become the expert in your space so that people flock to you to pay you for your results because you're that good and they know it. So what's the problem that you solved? How are you going to charge people for it? Don't look at the market for how much you're going to charge. Here's how I look at an hour, by the way. I carve my life up into hours. What is 1 hour of your time worth? 1 hour. Because if somebody goes, I need an hour of your time for you to consult with me, for you to guide me, for you to direct me, for you to do anything with me. They want you to get on a Zoom call, or they want you to get on a one-on-one call. That's fine. What's that hour worth to you? The reason I ask is this. I love my wife more than my own life. And if I knew I only had 1 hour left, 1 hour, that's it, that's all I got, the number would be astronomically large. If they said, you have to give up that hour, but we're going to give you whatever you want, dollar-wise, but you have to come up with a price. You can't sit there and say a bazillion, gajillion dollars or some bullshit 9-year-old number. Because now I'm going to think about a number that's going to make sure Brandy and Pierce and Hope are set and the next 20 generations are set. If I don't have a choice, I have to come up with a number. But that hour, right before that I go home to heaven, that hour, the number's really fucking big. If somebody expects you to give them an hour of your time and they get mad because you tell them it's 10 grand, 50 grand, 100 grand, $500, it doesn't matter what it is, but they get mad that they don't value their time, and they sure as hell don't value yours. Your time is the most precious, priceless asset that you've got, and most of you squander it away because you don't take your life seriously. You don't take your time seriously. You wait till tomorrow, but tomorrow you'll start. You wait for the next year because next year you start. I don't know how many of you guys, January 21st, 2025 today, I don't know how many of you guys listening to this went, 2025, man, this is my year, and you still haven't done shit. When is it your year? How about you start with, this is my hour? Because I put a minimum of 60 to 90, I'll say 90 minutes into my health and my fitness every day. I will never miss. I actually love working out. I love doing stuff in the gym. I love being able to run and jump and climb. I do it all the time because it's fun. See, that's the thing about working out. I'm a fan of all the shit that I can do because of it. It's the same reason about business. I've worked 20-hour days for a long time. I'm not a huge fan of working 20-hour days. I'm a huge fan of the freedom that it gives me to take care of my family and everybody that I love and care about. So that matters. I'm not a huge fan of having hard, deep, ugly conversations once in a while that my wife and I have to talk about, where we handle things that we have to handle. But yet, the more we did that, the less we had those, and the more time we know each other so well now, we never have those conversations anymore. But I wasn't a fan at the beginning. But I'm a fan of the amazing, exceptional marriage that I have with Brandy because of that. Most of you guys shut down and wall off and go, I just can't handle it. No, you don't want to handle it because it's discomfort. or you lose yourself in activities that you're comfortable with. You go to the gym for 4 hours because that's your escape. But 4 hours at the gym, if you're not being paid for it, is a waste of your time. You know it. Doesn't make you any better. In fact, it makes you worse and makes you ignorant of your own situation. So if you want to make a lot of money, decide what problem you're going to solve. Get really fucking good at it. I mean good where people go, holy shit, you got great results. How do I get those results? Which is what I did. People were calling me, asking me for help 8 months into my journey after I came out of the hospital. And most of them were CEOs and executives because they went, I've seen all these coaches and I just don't believe in these guys, but you, I'm watching you do it. And they just sat and watched me for probably 60, 70, 80, 90 days, 100 days to see if I really was who I said I was. So be who you say you are, but then never miss. You want fitness? Pick a time, commit to it. Work out no matter what. It doesn't matter if you're sore, crying, angry, sick, tired, cold, it's raining, you're on vacation. It doesn't make a difference. Commit to the point where there is nothing that will break that ever. That's how you make progress, because you have to be willing to work harder than everybody else for the goals that you want and never let anybody else dissuade you. You want to have a great relationship? Ask your spouse how you're doing, and then pay attention. What did I do that was exceptional today? What did I do that you wish I wouldn't do or would do less of? And then actually pay attention and apply that to your life. Life isn't complicated, it's serious. They're not the same. Most of you guys complicate situations because it gives you validation, gives you to justify why you're not doing it. Fitness isn't complicated, marriage isn't complicated, business isn't complicated. It's just work. Most of you guys avoid the work and you seek entertainment, think about doing it tomorrow, and you placate yourself because the answers are right in front of you and you know it. So having that reassurance, that security of going, I could just look up the answer, I could call this coach, I could text this guy, I could look on social media, gives you the false safety of going, I don't have to do it though, it's there if I need it. But you do that for 20, 30 years until all of a sudden you go, fuck. Now, that deficiency need, health, wealth, relationships, all you think about are the things that are missing that you desperately needed. It becomes a scramble for you to fix your problems. If you listen to what I told you to do on this vlog, great. If not, that's on you. I know what I do works. I know that the life you want isn't the life you're in for most people, and validating the life you're in just to make yourself feel better for your position doesn't make you feel better. It just causes arguments with other people because you're defending a position that you can't stand. So maybe sit down and ask, what do I want my life to look like? What do I want my body to look like? Who cares? You want to look like Captain fucking America? Then do it. But stop justifying, well, that's not realistic. I'm 51 going on 52 in 2 months. Well, how much money do you want? Well, $1 million would be enough. Is it? Because I don't think so. If you had a choice between a box of $1 million and a box of 10 million, which one would you take? 10 million, right. But the money isn't what makes you happy. It's the freedom that you get with it and who you must become as a person. See, that's what it is. Don't get jacked to be jacked. Don't make millions of dollars to make millions of dollars. Don't have an incredible marriage because that's all you want. Do all of that because of who it makes of you as a person. Because you have to level up your own behavior and conduct in order to do all that. Anyway, I'm hot. I'm going to go inside. I'll talk to you guys later. Never miss.
This is where we fight! This is where they die!